In the air to right, and he did it again!
Thank you all for watching this here video. Please like and subscribe and follow.
Welcome back to another Lefties 2 broadcast. We have Clash Season Week 5, Violet results, more than halfway through the season, and we got 3 big games that are going to start creating a little bit of separation here in the Violet Conference. Let's first go back to the Discord. For those of you, this is your first video to kind of explain what's going on, and then we'll get into our 3 games. All right, everyone. So this is the Discord where this baseball clash season is happening. Not to be confused with the baseball, baseball clash is club league. This is clash season. And you can kind of go right here where we have, that's week 5. That's going on right now. We'll get into that a little bit later. But week 4, we have right here. Okay. Actually, no, we are week 5. My bad. Violet League, right? So Violet League, we have JD, Rush, Jim, and then we have Brian versus Matthew, Joe Bear versus Sean Schulte. And again, Sam Guokai is MIA. I don't know if he just fell off the face of the planet or just quit entirely. Who knows what he's up to? But he quit. He's one of the better players in this Violet Conference as well. So Evil Prime will get the victory, which is much needed. We'll go to the standings in the Violet Conference. And as you can see, Evil Prime is now going to pick up a 3rd win, which is really big, especially for the bottom 2 here, Jim B and Joe Bear. They're really trying to fight it out, because if Guokai doesn't show up ever again, we can assume that, he's going to be obviously one of the odd men out. No matter if someone finishes, the 2 people finish down here, he'll be still there. And also Sean here will be going against Joe Bear. So this game right here, Sean versus Joe Bear, is huge. Especially when it comes to the game, it's a lot of stuff at the bottom, right? The top is pretty much figured out. Matthew, Brian are in. Juan is pretty much like odds in, because only one spot really to be knocked out. So he's pretty much in there unless he loses 3 straight games. Okay. So again, we had the whole entire concept here. And again, guys, if you're new to the Discord, there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. We got recruitment hub for you that are in your different clubs, right? A lot of things going on there. Lineup help for all you rookies out there asking the lineup questions. Scarlet chat, still crashing. So, I still haven't played my game. And again, a little welcome wagon to say, hey, you're here. So let's get into the first game. All right, so the first game here, Juan Manuel from Sato, Jim from the Rejects, and then we're looking at from Jim's YouTube channel. So that's really helpful. I'll put the link in the description, so give him some support there. Now, again, Juan Manuel 3-1 has some really interesting matches. Jim B needs this game like badly. Now, again, he has got that level 13 Eric, and right off the bat, it shot to the wall. You gotta play nibble a little bit. People are looking nowadays for that first pitch strike, and Juan just roped it. So nice way to start the game with a double. And Morgan, so the ladies are coming up here first and second. There we go. That's how you attack, get the spots. Looks like Juan playing a little bit more coy, and he swings at, and he's got to get that. And nice job with Jack out there. That's why I like Jack. Got that solid arm. Nothing special, but that solid arm is getting it done. So another lady, Ray. And again, this is a big game because, Jim can still make the playoffs, right? Depending on the results, going on in the season here. And the playoffs is really what matters, right? Obviously there's going to be odds-on favorites, but the playoffs are more of a series, right? So there can be a lot more games going on during that time, which for me is going to be really difficult because I'm about to be on vacation in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So I'll be on vacation during the playoffs. Hopefully, I can get some games in as the runs keep on happening. Kevin off the wall. All right, he needs to slow this roll down, right? A little double play here, but it's tough. Oh, try to get him swinging. That's a good idea. Level 12 Wilson. Get that. That's what you want to do. Tack it. Don't throw anything in the meat of the zone, though. Make him get himself out. Good job there. He's thinking you're going to throw that curveball. So, all right. Nice. Hey, way to get it over. All right, now you got to get lower the damage here. And nice. Got to get it done. Nice job. Hey, way to get out of a jam. And that's how you do it. Got a lot of runners on base, but you don't give up one. So that is good. Now you got to go out there and execute the hits. And Juan he's been doing 3-1 with Michelle, right? That's the way to do it. Jim is going auto bat once again. First pitch strike. He hits that. That's probably a gapper just because the cursor is right there on it. No, there you go. Nice job. Way to get the speedster on. Trying to go back-to-back strikes. Letting the cursor do the work. Not a fan of it. I can't really see. It's more of a distraction, really. And that's what I'm my point right there. Oh, swing. Now he's getting a little bit too much here. A little bit too much when it comes to, trying to see if you get the first guy on. You got to stay disciplined, and he doesn't. Swings out of 3. He didn't even throw a strike. Let him throw you a strike. All right, there you go. Get back in the zone. You need this game. It's important. That's a strike. Oh, wow. I'm swinging at that with manual. That's weird. Okay. I wonder where that actually landed. Oh, man. He's not throwing you anything to hit. That's ball. Also, oh, wow. Wow. Okay. The game is quick. It's done. Juan is 4-1. Jim is 1-4. Let's go to the next game. Game 2. All right, game number 2, and we have Brian from Baseball Bros, Matthew from Padres. This is the battle of the 4 and O's. So this game really doesn't mean a whole lot when it comes to like the playoffs. These guys are going to be 1 and 2, maybe. Again, because we just watched Juan is 4-1, so someone here is going to be 4-1 as well. And this is from Matthew Tupper's YouTube channel, which I'll also drop in the link as well. And again, you guys go watch his stuff if you want to rewatch it because he does have awesome commentary behind it. As he gives up a leadoff single to Ricky. You don't see that very much. But let's see him come in attack, turn off notifications. That would help. I lost such a fucked up man. Okay, great job, bro. We gotta have a little news broadcast in the middle of the broadcast. And he takes off. Nice steal. You know that's happening. Rose is going to hurt you when it comes to runners on base, one of the worst arms in the game. Ricky, on the other side, is kind of similar. All right, but level 14 Ray, level 14 Shitaro, swinging at a ball. All right. Brian has not faced anybody like this lately, okay? Big Willie style gets that boost on power because of the 212 spin. Oh, man. Big Willie style's all in it. Getting jiggy with it. No. 2-0 count. Good eye so far. Runner there at second base. Tupper, man, he's not going to throw you the easy strike. Right? Nice splitter there. 3-1 count. Let's see. Another one, man. Jeremiah. I believe he was on. All right. 4 and he walked him. So again, guys, lesson here. Don't be afraid to throw ball 4. I've been trying to make a video about that. Just hasn't really been able to get the right at bats, right scenarios. But it's a good lesson, man. You got 3 bases, and if you trust your pitching, go out there and load the bases. Who cares, man? Like, yeah, the worst thing that happens, you give up a home run, it's 4 runs, and then you lose, whatever. What? That's the problem. A lot of people play this game because they're afraid to lose, right? Yeah, don't be afraid to win, guys. All right, if you lose, you lose. That's the worst case. Nothing else. All right, there's that circle change. He was on it. But again, even for Matthew here, Josh is a difficult creature to be going against. And at level 14 gives Brian, like as you noticed, Brian has been using Josh nicely. Oh, good eye on the curve that looked good on my perspective, but I'm not playing, right? Just watching. All right. The fastball comes back to 103. Man, that's heat. Wow, that is eagle eye from Matt right there. Eagle eye coming in. Eni strikes him out. He was on it too. A little bit under on the cursor. But that's the weird thing about manual is that even if you're in the bubble, if it's not touching the cursor, you're pretty much swinging through. Get me over strike again. It's back to back. Get me over curves. One was a changeup actually, but still back to back strikes. All right. 1-1. Gotta play tight here. All right. Man, what a good eye. He's swinging at strikes. That's the thing, too. So you guys notice he's not really swinging at balls out of the strike zone. Tupper, another one right there. He just can't get the swings, but he's not. I can't, dude, go listen to his commentary for real. And that's the whole ball game. You make the mistake and he gives it to you. Matthew is now 5-0. Brian 4-1. Again, doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of it all, but well done. Matt, 5-0. Okay. Next game up here is Sean from Aftermath OG, Joe Bear from Sato. And this is a big game conference wise, just because, again, Sam Guokai is MIA. We don't know where this guy is at. And Joe Bear needs a victory. And Sean is 1-3. So, you know, they can't. Sean wins this. He goes right back to the top because Jim B again lost. So he's now at that one win. So there's one spot left for essentially to be eliminated, right? Out of 7 teams, one is getting knocked out because Guokai, for all intents and purposes, not coming back. He's MIA on Facebook, not doing anything. Again, maybe, I have my possible reasons. There's some positive and negative ones. But again, these guys need to find a way. Luna, again, one of the tougher pitchers. We just saw Josh, and thank God Simon's not in this. He is a tough pitcher, to see different pitches, but, he's not in. Neither is Dave, right? They were not in the draft. All right. There you go. Swinging at this is my prediction. Again, I don't know who wins this game. There's going to be a lot of bad swings here, in my opinion. That's my only thing. These 2 guys here have not really swung the bat greatly. Again, that's why one is 0-4 and the other one is 1-3. Right? If you swing the bat well, you're probably going to get better results. Obviously, your pitching has to be good too, but I don't think their pitching has been that terrible in general. But again, there are 2 monsters in this. Brian and Johnson with the little ball comes so quick you can barely even see it. But Brian and Matthew, and of course, even Juan is 4-1. So this is top heavy, the top 3 players. That's why I'm sad that Guokai is not here. He's one of the better players in the game and quit. That could have kind of created a little bit more balance. That's swinging out a strike. And it bloops in there, which is weird. Auto bat swinging at a strike. How does that work? Like if you use manual on that, I believe that is some damage if you get the timing down. All right, but anyways, 2 outs, 2 on here in the top of the 9th inning. And nice location on that pitch. Good job. Let's see if they can get out of a jam here. Joe Bear definitely needs this victory. And again, this is from Joe Bear's perspective. I forgot to mention that. Right? If you guys saw from the and what is he doing? All right, gets it. Okay. Nothing. I don't know what's going on with some of this timing on individual sides. Kind of a very unique way of doing things. All right, Mueller his ERA is not bad with Mueller, just can't get the W's. Right, Jobert. That tells you something right there. If you got a 41 and 33 with a pitcher, and your ERA is below 3, that means you just not hitting. My ERA, a lot of my pitchers are in the 4s, you know, but I'm hitting. Man, that's the thing. All right, one win. Excuse me, one little run here from Sean, and the game is over. Strike one, get me over. There you go. Nice job. Trying to get it over just so. Oh, nice job. And again, I told you guys, bad swings are about to happen. Mueller, again, I mentioned before, he's one of the pitchers, the OG pitchers in this game. And he used to be a monster, right? Unhittable. You think about Josh, Luna, like all these pitchers that are really unhittable. He was unhittable. Even if he threw strikes, that sinker down and in to the righties, it was like the spin, right? Actually worked. The 215 spin was killer. It was disgusting. People had sub 1 ERA. They had sub 0.05 ERA. No. 0.5. Yeah, there you go. They had sub 0.5 ERAs. It was just ridiculous in the grand scheme of it all. I don't understand what was going on. Miniklip obviously fixed it when it was a huge offensive drought in general for this game. All right, swinging at not just a ball, but a flame ball way down in the zone. You're just helping the guy out now. 2 outs. Got to get it. Jobert again. Jobert needs this win, guys. That's the worst. You throw a flame ball for a ball. That's one thing I'm so frustrated about Mueller is the fact that when that RPM ball starts coming and you throw it for a ball, it's a wasted pitch, right? He's meant to add a lot more spin, right? He was kind of like Fernandez. In some games, he was like better than Fernandez in the sense that he would throw like 3 or 4 of those little laser flamers in a row sometimes, just randomly, which is weird. Strike 2, 2-2 count, 2 outs here, bottom of the 9th. Again, like I mentioned before, guys, these 2 players definitely are hungry for a win. And just as like a fan of the game, I would really like to see Jobert win just to kind of make that last spot interesting. Because as we noticed, right, Evil Prime is going to get the win this week. So that's going to put him at 3-2, right? We have 2 4-1 and 1 5-0. So 5-0, 4-1, 4-1, 3-2. That means the bottom 4, if Jobert gets this W, would be 4 teams at 1-4. Right, that would be crazy. Guokai is going to go 1-4. Jobert 1-4. Sean 1-4. Jim B 1-4. So there'll be at least there would be some kind of competition at the bottom for that last spot, and he strikes out Tua with ease. All right, told you guys some nasty swings. Not nasty as good, but nasty as the actual literal meaning of nasty. All right, here we go. Runners on base now. Now you just got to go 180 feet to score a run here. Strike, and I don't know what he's doing. Like, you can move the cursor. He didn't even move the cursor on manual. Just swung right through it. That's unique. I don't know what you're doing, Joe. That one is funny. That woke me up here on this Sunday morning. Swinging it. Wow, okay. That was just a confusing at bat. Confusing it. Guys, I would suggest this, right? It's a friend. Right? I'm gonna on the end of this, I usually put the previous week results at the end of the video. I'm gonna put how to hit manual tutorial video. I'm gonna link it here. All right, link it in the description, and you guys got to watch it, man. Because do whatever you want, but the one thing you can do to get a little bit better is get a friend, whatever pitcher it is, right? Do a friendly game like these guys are doing, a friendly, and get the pitcher you're facing, and have them throw some like You don't have to go crazy. It don't have to be like an hour. All right, 1 out. All right, can't get the double play. But simply put, is that you just throw certain pitches in certain locations. Throw 10, of all of her pitches, bottom. And then corners, you can get a little crazy with it. But certain pitches are hard. There you go. There's a run scored. 1-0. There you go, Joe. There we go, Joe. All right. That's some action. But yeah, you can teach yourself how to see the pitches. You could practice a little bit. A little bit of practice never hurt. Again, guys, as you know, there's $250 on the line. We'll talk about it more at the end here. But what are these guys going for? And that's what it's up. A nice little opposite field hit from Mueller. Can't run on Clemens. All right. Bases are loaded here. 2 outs. Little 2-out rally. I mean, not really a rally, but, getting it going. That's a strike. Wow. Okay. You got baseball clashed on that one. That one is a baseball clash. That's disappointing. All right, but hey, Joe's got the run. Now he needs to go out there and execute his pitches. As you guys can see, Sean here had a lot of level 14s in the game. And Mueller is the right person to do this. Can't trying to figure out where to go with it. Nice spot to miss, though. If he swings at that, that's an easy little pop-up. Nice job. That's not a bad miss. That is a gapper. That's going to tie this game up. I don't know. A little late on the run, but he's going to get it. Oh, and he juked him out. Get it. He's out. All right. So, wow. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Interesting time here. All right. He's in a jam now. 90 feet away, 2 assists. He's got to find a way. Joe's got to find a way to get through this game. That's a good pitch, too, man. Good eye. I mean, it's a flame RPM ball there. You got to let that one go. And back to back. There it is. Nice. Get the strike. Get the back-to-back flamers. Now Sean's going to swing. I mean, it's 2 strikes swinging, man. I mean, it's close to the zone. Change up. Can't. Oh, nice location. Perfect 2-seamer. Perfect batter to come up to Max. Not a lot of power here. Not a lot of contact. That is important. Keep this one clutch. Keep it clutch. All right, let's get out of this. Go to the 11th. Can we go? Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? And perfect. He got the little flame on. He couldn't resist it. Luckily for Sean, it was a foul ball. And swinging at strike 2. 2-2. 2 outs. Runner on third. Bottom of the 10th. Swinging at a ball again. Pops him up. We're going to the top of the 11th. This is a game of who is going to get lucky. Who's going to get lucky on this one? Again, like a lot of just piss poor swings. But hey, man, these guys are doing it right here, man. They're doing it. And again, Luna's tough, man. She's tough to see, but still, we got to understand the strike zone a little bit. All right. Look at that. See, he's watched it all the way. That ball never hit the cursor. That's the one thing that Autobat is not great at. Late swing there is that even if it's a strike, a lot of times it's just going to get on the bat. So some of these pitches with Autobat are just not going to work. And I'm not saying any of these 2 guys do it, but when people use Autobat, they complain a lot. Like, oh, I can't get the ball to the infield. Like, slow the game down. Is it right there? Even like that. Right? It's not square. It's not really flush. That one's more flush, but that's a ball. That's why it made decent contact up the middle. Good timing, but I mean, it's confusing. Guys, manual bat is so much better. All the contact, all the power in one tiny circle, right? The cursor, all of it. That's a good eye. Look at that cursor, too. That was one of those. He swings at that perfect timing, probably drops in. That's a strike. He even said so. But look at that. That was a strike, and the cursor's not square on it. The game here is trying to screw you guys. That is another good eye. 2-1 count. 2 outs here. All right. Let's go, Joe. You need a run over. Good eye. Way to listen to Johnson. He told you it's a ball. You didn't swing. Good job. A little hit and run action here. Hit and run's on. Swing. Got it. Let's see if he can get him through. It's Clemens. Hey, man. Good hit and run. Nice way to hit the ball the other way. Just got that, that's the right defense, right? You get to draft your players in this one, guys. You guys don't know. It's a draft. There was actually a draft going on. Strike one. Martina. Can she get it done? Can she come up clutch? 1-1 count here. Two outs here. Top of the 11th. Bases loaded. Swinging at a strike. Oh, wow. You got baseball clashed on that one, too. Holy smokes. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Sometimes, man, you just get clashed. All right, Matthew. Sean with the chance, the opportunity here. Strike one. Tick tock, tick tock. This game is a doozy, man. I'm telling you. One of the longest games of the season so far. Just methodical at bats. Typically, you don't want to play a game this long. Kind of drives the nerves a little bit. You just want to get it over with. That was a strike, not executed at all. Again, baseball class trying to just do whatever it wants right now. People swinging at strikes and nothing happening. But again, we're trying to get it done here. Boom. All right, 1-1 count. Luna, level 12, trying to break through. Swinging, one, swinging so late. Two, it's an RPM ball. Come on, man. It pops him up. Again, one thing you got to give Sean, though, the ones he's swinging at, the ball swinging at with 2 strikes, they're really close. Right? They're really close. And you got to sometimes swing at those. But you got to, again, understanding the strike zone really helps if you can get there. As I've been saying, man, this whole entire game, it's like a broken record. I know. But Sean's had 1 hit this whole game so far. And here it goes. Do not throw a strike. Throw it. There you go. Throw it a little bit down. Let's see. Playing ball. And I mean, it's a strike. So you got to swing at that. 2 outs, 2 strikes. All right. But hey, Joe Bayer's pitching a Jim. Sean is helping him out. Both players are, being helped out by each other when it comes to the pitching. Top of the 12th inning. Something's got to give. We have not had a tie yet, which in case of a tie, we'll play a second game. With this, I don't really want to watch a second game. Just saying. All right, come on, Joe. You got to have a little bit. Got to have it. Got to find it. Dig deep, buddy. Dig deep, buddy. Wow. That's one of those strikes you just like, you kind of shake your head. You're like, wow, that's the pitch you're going to be dreaming about later. No, good. Okay, not really a good eye. Just didn't. Good job not swinging at that. He piped it. He piped it. All right, and he's got to go. He's got to go too. I got it. What is Sean doing? What is he doing? The man's using auto. Oh man, that is a huge one. I don't know if that was a slip or what timing or it's dropping again. Joe is going for his first win here. He gets another run. Nia comes up big, 4-1. Oh man, what is Sean doing? Are you just giving the game away? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good pitch, right? 50-50 ball. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. And pops him up. That's a strike. Gotta swing at that. Yep. Strike 2. Go. Nice spot. Man, I don't know, man. Joe is, I don't know what he's thinking right now, but he's got to find a way. That's a strike also. Okay. All right, so here it is, man. Joe's been pitching to Jim, only one hit so far. And now is that Gapper. So he got a 3-run lead. Again, not really safe when it comes to this game because, extra innings, 3-run lead is swing. Oh, my goodness. Strike one. Can we get that double play? Strike two. I don't know what's going on now, man. What? Yeah, throw it close. Don't throw it for a strike. Swings at it, and he gets the opposite field shot. The winning run comes to the plate. And what are you doing? What are you doing? No, who is in the outfield, man? There's no reason for that. You have the winning run. Gibson is up level 14. You have level 12 pitcher on the. Oh, man, that's situational. Situational awareness. Oh, my God. He swings at something so high. He's got the tilt swing. Look at it. Yeah, do it again. All right, yeah, good idea. Holy smokes, Sean. Sean. Good eye there. Man, we're looking at that last week's drama with Juan coming back at the end. Strike out. Okay. Big Tua, level 12, man. That's the thing, though. Gibson, level 14. You get the. Man, I'm frustrated just watching that. Situational. You don't need to score there. You're down by 3. Bases are loaded, no outs, and you got back-to-back power hitters coming up for easy potential game-winning walk-off. The dramatics were there. Strike 2. Let's go, Joe. Finish it up right here. Don't even throw a strike. Don't get that mistake in. All right. Again, you got a base open. All right. Game over right here. Oop. Strike 3. Good game, Joe. Get the first victory. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's go back to the leaderboards. Okay, everyone, that was it. I just want to let you guys all know, just for the future, $500 is on the line. First place gets $250, second $150, third $100. So it is a long process to get this thing done. We got the stats here as well so far. Check out the MVP leaders through 4 weeks right now. And this is for the Scarlet Conference. Kaya, at the moment, is the MVP of the season. Jordan, and guys, don't sleep on Jordan. Antonio doing big things as well. Again, this is pretty Matt, the commissioner, is doing a lot of work here. And it does help when a lot of players are dropping out. But you look at Shitaro is also getting wins, 5-0 as a pitcher. Right, you go to the Cy Young. I wonder if that's updated. No, it's not updated for week 4 yet. But yeah, so Cy Young is definitely going to Shitaro. Again, Josh right there. 3 wins. Actually, 4 wins. I got to update it a little bit more. We know how many wins Shitaro has. 5 wins now. Josh at 4-1. It is going big here. But anyways, guys, that is it. Once again, here's the server to the Discord. I'll link it into the description, as well as Matthew and Jim B's YouTube channels. The standings as follows. Week 4, and you guys already saw, this is week 5, so it should update a little bit. As we can see, Matt will be 5-0, Brian 4-1, Juan 4-1, Evil Prime 3-2. All right, that's pretty much the tip top. Everyone else, Joe Bear gets the victory. So Sean 1-4, Guakai's gonna be 1-4, Jim B 1-4, Joe 1-4, and I think Joe's gonna come out of the basement because the first tiebreaker is runs scored, not even like versus. It's runs for, right? So Joe Bear is gonna move all the way to 5th place, I believe. Guakai should be 8th, right? He should be 8th in my opinion. Jim, should be 7th. But again, a Jim and Sean matchup. Let's see. Check out the schedule for week 5 for the Violet. Oh, actually, that was it. We don't have week 6 schedule up yet. We don't know yet. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching another Lefties 2 broadcast. We'll see you next time.